Aurra Singh, a feared bounty hunter known for her chalk white skin and built-in comlink antenna. Aurra Singh was an expert sniper and trained assassin who would work for anyone who paid her. Hello, welcome to Centurions Corner, and today we are reviewing from Star Wars The Black Series, The Clone Wars or The Phantom Menace, depending on where you want to put this character, Aurra Singh. And actually, this character is one of those ones I've always really liked. And back in the day, I actually used to play Star Wars Galaxies. My entertainer looked like this one. So I had a little dancer in the middle of the cantina, and I based my look on this kind of species of character, which I always kind of, I don't know, just kind of cool, isn't it? It's not a Twi'lek or anything like that. You know, you can imagine Sigourney Weaver playing this character, especially back in her heyday. So anyway, where she is, she looks action-packed, full of accessories here in the blister pack. She's looking really nice there as well. On the side, we've got that really nice slender figure of her looking quite cool, with a ship at the top there. On the back, same picture again, with her bio and number 8. And it's represented in that kind of gold yellow of the Clone Wars as well. So I guess without further ado, let's just crack this bad girl open. So here she is in the blister pack. That gun is absolutely amazing. It's literally taller than her, so I can't wait to get it out and start posing with her. So we're going to just grab her out. First impressions before we take away for the review. Yeah, she's looking pretty cool, pretty menacing. I kind of like the details as well. I didn't even realise that she had all that in there as well. And some cool extra bits on the back. So just going to go away, take some pictures, put her through her paces, and we see you in a moment. She is. We've been away, we've taken the photos and put her through her paces, and again Hasbro, yeah, it's a pretty good job, to be honest. It is a very nice figure. However, it's kind of like sort of 75-25. There's a few flaws there from Hasbro and the Black Series team, unfortunately. I can't really say it's Hasbro because sometimes they go to town on some figures and sometimes they go to town on other lines like Marvel Legends, but Black Series for some reason always seems to be a little bit kind of rushed. Because even the vintage, I know a lot of people moan about the vintage. I don't collect the vintage. But if you look at some of the characters that come out in Black Series compared to the vintage ones, they've got a lot more detail and they've got a lot more kind of look at the actual figure itself. So I'm not saying anything bad about this figure. However, it's just a few flawy little, just annoying parts of it. So first of all is actually in her accessories. And the first accessory is this ginormous sniper rifle. So I'll load a picture up here. You can see her hold it. She sort of holds it quite well. Unfortunately, because of her hands and there's no sort of like lock guard around the trigger, it kind of feels like it's going to fall out of her hand when you're kind of trying to aim it. The other part of the actual rifle as well, we'll just lay her down for here, is this kind of strap system that we got going around on there, and we can just take it off because it absolutely annoyed, and now it wants to hold on there. It's always been falling off and now it wants to stay on. Brilliant. But this thing is absolutely annoying. There's a small clip here, a small clip up here, and because it's made of this really soft vinyl, which the tubing and stuff like that on Bosk's undersuit and stuff like that, it's made of that stuff, so I reckon after a while it's just going to decay anyway. But yeah, it doesn't hold on very well. It just feels horrible. Yeah, it's absolutely crud. But then also going to the actual sniper rifle itself, we've got the brown stocks all painted there, and going up all the way to the actual end of the barrel. But as you can see, it's made of a really cheap grey plastic, and the mould marks on there as well are awful. So it actually looks like an old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toy from the 80s, to be honest, not a premium Black Series kind of figure. I say it's not premium, but it's the premium range from Hasbro for Star Wars, so it is a bit of annoying. The other accessories she comes with, obviously she comes with 2 blasters, so we take a look at one and having a bit of a closer look. So they do look a little bit like a World War kind of blaster, keeping traditional to the Star Wars thing. And it's quite nice to get these kind of references as well, because we never get that close to Aurra Singh. So seeing what she actually uses in her thing, like in her pockets and her pistols, it's quite nice to get some Star Wars references as well. So taking a look, as you can see, there's 2 trigger holes there, and she has these really elongated fingers as well. So as you put these in, they actually do set into the trigger holes. The actual fingers probably need a little bit further down cut, so the fingers go straight through. So it just sort of sits just on the end of the tip, so you always get this kind of off angle in her hand. But apart from that, it is pretty cool, and I kind of like the concept of making that 2 fingers going through there. So with that, we can actually go through articulation, and the articulation isn't too bad, but she is a little bit hindered at the hips, and it's not because of the belt. So head-wise, we can go left, we can go right. She can look down and she can look up. Arm, we've got the rotation here, and it can come up this far. We've got rotation at the elbow, and it's more than a 90-degree bend, and a rotation here at the wrist, and it's also on a hinge. Waist-wise, we can go left, we can go right, look down and look back. And then at the hips, it's on the kind of like a peg system that kind of goes up diagonally, so you can't really lift the legs up forward. They have to sort of stretch out to the side rather than going straight up, which is a bit of a bummer. Leg-wise though, they can come up this way, and then we've got rotation at the upper thigh. We have got a double knee joint here. We've got a rotation here at the boot cut as well, and then we've got a rocker and a pivot at the ankle. So in all, articulation isn't too bad, but I think it's because the actual lower part of the body is actually reused, which is from Admiral Holdo. I can't remember, the lady from Jurassic Park in Last Jedi. So from here down to at least the knee part anyway, is reused, which these would have actually been flesh colour, and this would have been the purple part here. But apart from that, looking at the actual figure itself, Hasbro have done a fantastic job in replicating this character. I think she looks really cool, really nice. The skin, just the right level of kind of gloss and stuff we've got going on there. We've got the braids, we've got the hair. The hair detail is actually quite nice. I've got a little bit of dry brushing just at the top there to give a bit of shadow. The aerial, again, made of that really cheap looking plastic grey, so it needs a bit of paint on there. And then we have got a jacket with all those sort of extra little accessories and painted in silver there. We've got the arm sash, and on the back we've got some more accessories that are just based in there, kind of looking a bit like Michelangelo's nunchucks as well, so another little Turtles reference there, but maybe they need a little bit of paint. And it goes for the same as well on the back of the belt. As you can see, there's all these extra kind of buckles and other ammo clips and stuff that aren't painted, but when we come to the front, we've got the buckles are painted and the chain is done also. And then going down, it's just a rest, is actually just an orange kind of undersuit, and then going down to the boots, made in a sort of like a glossy matte kind of brown there, but nonetheless not looking too shabby, to be honest. And then got some restraints on there. So yeah, she's really nice looking, really great, really adds that diverse character to the shelf, and I think Hasbro have done a fantastic job on her, to be honest. It's just a shame about the accessories and all those other parts as well. So with that, we can actually bring in the rest of the crew from the sort of Clone Wars. I guess Boba Fett's kind of grown up a little bit, but we can bring him in as well. And yeah, it just really adds an extra colour as well, so looking a bit like Power Rangers, but not looking too bad. So thank you so much for joining me in this one. Would I recommend this character? Definitely. Really breaks up the shelf, as I said already, and it's just kind of nice to have more Clone War figures as well coming our way. So thank you so much for joining me on this one. You can comment down below, you can subscribe, you can join the channel, you can donate on PayPal. It's all in the description down below. And until next time, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.